Ha?
Oh, na sa ibog bike.
Ah.
Nilo ron da.
Main na ron kay puwa ron pang Valentine's ba?
Sige, sige, sige. Larga. May kunto do. Larga, larga. Kitsi ha.
Boys, welcome back. It's been a long time since I have made a vlog about a race at the Andawa Reclamation area. I was kind of busy the past few months, but here I am. I'm trying to make at least a weekly racing vlog. And so the race is on with Ronnie doing the first attack. Ronnie is the guy in red. Ronnie is immediately chased down by Marianito, and in turn Marianito is followed by Titing. The pink rider, Boy Pagnanaon, is not doing anything. He is just watching these three guys go away, knowing that it's still a long way to go. The guy is 65 years old and still very, very strong. Marianito and Titing was immediately caught by the tempo that was being set by Boy. In this cat, there are four of us in our 60s. The oldest would be Boy. He is followed by Ricky, and then there is Ronnie, the guy in red, and me. So Boy is 65, Ricky is 64, I think Ronnie is 62, and I just turned 60 last month. So you may have noticed that in this cat, it's not the chronologic age that is important, it is the biologic age. At this point in the race, Ronnie and Titing had made a break away from this group, and so I decided I was going to join them. So I attacked this group, hoping that I could catch Ronnie and Titing while the group would stay behind and look at each other. In this cat, there are no teams. It is riders simply riding for themselves. However, in some situations, there is what the locals call as corpo. It is a secret alliance among the strongest riders for them to earn the top spots and therefore get the most money from the race. It's not exactly dirty, but most who are not part of the corpo considered it as unsportsmanlike. There are no corpos in this cat, only friends, if you know what I mean. After more than a kilometer of chasing, I finally caught Ronnie and Titing, but I knew that behind me, the pack was slowly closing in. After that hard chase, I realized that my heart rate was through the roof, and so I decided to take it easy before doing my part on this three-man break. Two riders in this cat are very strong. They're Philip and Nilo. Philip is the guy who won like all the races last year and the year before that. I think he finally realized that we were no match for him and it was not exciting to win in this cat anymore, so he moved to a stronger cat. The other guy in this cat who is also as strong as Philip is Nilo. He's not as good as Philip when it comes to the sprint, but during the climbs he's superior than Philip. Fortunately for us, he was in another race. It was only a quick ceasefire before Titing, followed by Franklin, broke the truce. Sensing that the two were very strong riders and I wasn't doing any chasing, Ronnie again chased the breakaway, followed by one of the strongest riders in the absence of Nilo, Hylin, and then there's Harold, and then the rest of the pack followed Harold. There's Marianito, and there's Camilo, Art, and so all the boys were behind me, and then it was Grupo Compato again after they were caught. Titing is again making another dig, hoping to get away. And there was a fake chase, and that was it. Fake chase. Fortunately for Tite, nobody wanted to chase him because everybody was expecting anyone to chase except for himself. And so he was able to run away. Will we caught him? I don't know. You'll have to watch the end of the show. Immediately, Harold made an attack. Harold is a sneaky rider, and I don't mean it in a negative way, but to show that it's not really your form that matters, but your strength. Look at the way he pedals, the way he positions his body over the bike. He's not the most aerodynamic rider in this group. So I followed him right away. Since nobody followed us, I decided that I would push on, hoping that no one would chase us down and increase our advantage. Since the field here is very level, then it would be possible for the two of us to get away unless peloton behind us doesn't chase, or they start bickering on who should do the chasing. But we were caught, and it's back to Grupo Compacto again. So I made another attack. I think this is like 4 or 5 laps to go, and hoping nobody would chase me down. But no matter how I tried, I was brought back, and the group this time was led by Titing. Camilo, the rider in yellow, is the strongest sprinter in this group. So if this group comes home as a whole, then my bet would be on this guy. Approaching 3 laps to go, I decided that was it. I wasn't going to attack anymore. I was going to conserve my strength for the sprint. And then suddenly from the left comes Hylin. He attacked. That is his MO. He makes late attacks when everybody's tired or when nobody starts to chase. But this time everybody was so attentive as soon as it twitched. The last 3 laps was basically a procession, so we were riding less than 30 kilometers per hour, and everybody was waiting for the last corner to position themselves and sprint in the last 200 meters. Eating is back, and I don't understand why he is taking over running. But after the turnabout, it was clear that he had something in his mind. He made an attack. Of course, I couldn't let Titing go. This is the last lap, and I was going to finish the job no matter what happens. I felt good, and even if I chased him back following me, I still felt good going into the final kilometer. I never subscribed to the idea of chasing somebody down and bringing them back with me. If I'm chasing somebody down, it's because number one, I want to win, like in this case, just over a lap to go. Or number 2 reason why I want to chase somebody down, because I want to catch up with that guy, work with him, and at the same time drop the group. If I cannot drop the group, then I'm not going to chase. It would be crazy working for this group, for a group who are your rivals. And so this is the last kilometer. There's no more U-turns. At the end of this is the finish. My plan at this point was to stay behind Titing until the last 250 meters. I want to get out of the gate first. I don't want to be swamped by other riders. I don't want to crash, and I'm too old to crash. And the safest place not to crash is at the front, at the start of the sprint. They say that in cycling, if you want to lose the sprint, then you start the sprint from far out. And this is what Titing is doing. He is riding at a constant speed, which is slow for a sprint. So at this moment, I moved to the right, placed my hands on the hoods for aerodynamics, not on the drops because I wasn't standing, and started my sprint. So I'm doing like 50 kilometers per hour. I was hugging the center island to my left to allow only riders to pass to my right, and pass they did. So it was Halin who first passed me, but then Camilo, who was just behind him, nipped him on the line. Franklin came over, passed me by, but couldn't pass Hylin, and I came in fourth. Fifth was Art. So thank you boys for watching. I'll see you next week.
Open road! Road bike! Road bike! Road bike! Patay ha! May bike coming! Bike coming! Coming bike ha! Coming bike! Patay! Patay! Palta na ibe! Palta na ibe! Patay coming! Dagang ka na ha! Doon! Kanay mong bike doon! Padaprin! Padaprin na! Kabo ha! Patay! Patay! Coming bike! Dagang ka na!